Firstly, do you know what film noir is?
Yeah, I think I do.
And could you define it for me?
Basically, it's sort of the style of film in the 1940s, like a black and white style. It usually has a dark theme to it. It usually tends to be about murder, death, a detective trying to work out a mystery of some sort.
Could you give me some typical conventions?
Well, usually most scenes happen in like a dark alleyway in the streets of New York or something. There's usually like this whole effect, like with Rembrandt-style lighting, where lighting sort of is fragmented around the room to look a bit more professional.
Could you tell me if you've ever seen any of the following films? Stranger on the Third Floor?
No.
Black Angel?
Nope.
Dark City?
Nope.
The Big Combo?
Nope.
Touch of Evil?
Nope.
Killers?
Oh, I've seen that one.
Alright, could you tell me any other films that you've seen?
Armoured Car Robbery and the two Batman films.
Okay, so do you enjoy film noir?
Yeah, I quite like the style actually. I think some of the modern films have been influenced by it quite a bit. I quite like it.
Compared to some neo-noir films, do you think film noir has developed over time?
Yes, it sort of like showed that it developed quite a bit because after watching The Killers first, then Armoured Car Robbery, you could see quite a bit of stuff has changed. Then watching Batman, you could see all the elements still there, but it was a lot more wide audience orientated in a way.
Before we gave you a rough outline, did you know what film noir was?
Not really. Now that you've told me what it is, I know what it is, but I didn't know what it was called.
So could you define it for me, please?
Like black and white detectives, like mystery, raining, kind of dark and gloomy films.
Have you ever seen any of the following films? Stranger on the Third Floor?
No.
Black Angel?
No.
Dark City?
No.
Big Combo?
No.
Touch of Evil?
No.
Killers?
No.
Sin City?
No.
Batman?
Yes.
Did you enjoy Batman?
Yeah, I thought it was a really good film.
Can you think of any other film noir films you may have seen?
Pulp Fiction, parts of it, an episode of Doctor Who.
Okay, so compared to old films and new neo-noir films such as Batman, do you think film noir has developed over time?
Yeah, I think it has. I think it's become more modern. Like films have become more modern. They've brought it like to the future with it.
Before we gave you a rough outline, did you know what film noir was?
I slightly knew what it was. I wasn't like quite confident with it though.
So could you now define it for me?
Like kind of like a traditional gangster sort of film, like black and white, like inspectors, detectives, quite mysterious.
Have you ever seen any of the following films? Stranger on the Third Floor?
No.
Black Angel?
I have heard of it, but I haven't seen that.
Dark City?
No.
The Big Combo?
Nope.
Touch of Evil?
No.
Killers?
I have seen a clip of it, but not the film.
Can you think of any other film noir films you may have seen?
So Batman's and film noir and Quentin Tarantino films. Or are they neo?
They're neo-noir.
Yeah, neo.
Same thing.
So did you enjoy these film noir films?
Yeah, they were good. That's more modern, so.
So do you think film noir has developed over time then?
Yeah, I don't think it's like more. Obviously, film noir is like quite a traditional thing. Batman and like the Killers are very like different, so it's changed a lot.
Do you know what film noir is?
Yes.
Could you please define what you think film noir is?
Film noir is some people would argue it's a genre, but film noir is a set of conventions and rules which were used after the war in films, often to do with the war itself, the common zeitgeist of that time, and just using things like Rembrandt-style side lighting, chiaroscuro, and using cheap sets to give a feeling of people not having much money at the time.
Okay. Have you ever seen any of the following films? Stranger on the Third Floor?
No.
Black Angel?
No.
Dark City?
No.
The Big Combo?
No.
Touch of Evil?
No.
Killers?
No.
Batman?
Yes.
Pulp Fiction?
Yes.
And that Doctor Who episode?
Yes.
Okay, and did you enjoy these film noir films?
Yeah, I found them quite interesting, and I like to see the conventions that were used.
And do you think film noir has developed over time compared to the neo-noir films?
I would say that film noir has developed into neo-noir instead of film noir developing and then neo-noir developing alongside it. I'd say that it's almost become a transformation of something that was into something present and that is.